Well, Mark, here we are, Tulse Hill. Thank you very much for letting us come down and watching the Wanderers train this evening. You've had a couple of league games already, you've had a cup game, but you're obviously building up to the big one against the Engineers at the Kia Oval. I'd have thought you're very much looking forward to it, aren't you?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm so excited because it really is Wanderers coming home. You know, Wanderers played over 100 games at the Oval, and to get the chance to play there ourselves, yeah, it's amazing. I think a lot of the guys who play on the team have played charity events at Premiership grounds, but to play in front of a big crowd is very different. I think it's going to be really exciting. I'm really hoping that we're going to play well and just hold a good account of ourselves. As we'd love to get some of the fans who come down to after the game actually be Wanderers fans. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting and exciting occasion.
It's also going to be a historic occasion, isn't it? And as I say, for both sides, it's a massive thing to reenact that first FA Cup final.
Absolutely. I think what's really interesting is that the timing is impeccable. So for us, we were founded in 1859 and then reformed in 2009, so we had 150th anniversary. Then we've actually entered a league in 2012, and we're playing the game 2012, which is 150 years since we won the first FA Cup. It's timing is great. I think it is really exciting historically, but I wouldn't want us to lean on that forever. I think we have to start making our own history, and this is hopefully where that will really begin.
And it will be to play under the lights, evening kickoff. It's something very special, under the lights. It always makes that atmosphere 10 times better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think it's going to be interesting because normally we're obviously playing a Saturday lunchtime down in West Dulwich, and the pitches are completely different. You don't get any floodlights, you put your own nets up. Whereas this we're going to have linesmen. Things as basic as that are going to be a little bit different. And obviously we have to perform in not only a way that is in keeping with the occasion, but also that shows that we're organised and a well-drilled and a particularly talented team that would hopefully not look out of place on a big stage.
And I know as club secretary you're very aware of the history and the significance of the game, but for the rest of the team as well and the rest of the squad, are they aware of quite what they're playing in?
Yeah, and one of the things that we've seen over the past 3 years since we've been reformed is just the international flavour of players. I mean, we've had over 23 different nationalities represented. We really are totally cosmopolitan. I think on the day, I know in the squad there's already going to be like a South African player. There's going to be English, Welsh, Scottish, Irish, all sorts. And we've got a real mix of players of real different abilities as well. Some guys who've played at a reasonable level in their country, and other people who've never really played in anything as big as this. So it's going to be interesting to see how everybody copes with it, because it is going to be quite daunting. It is going to be a massive occasion for them, and hopefully they won't be too overawed by it.
And as you say, it's a home game for you, so you'll want as many Wanderers supporters or football supporters to come and have a watch, won't you?
Yeah, I mean, for us, we've had supporters come down to other games we've played, exhibition games in the past elsewhere. Mainly, football historians who are a bit curious about what we're doing, programme collectors, ground hoppers, people who are kind of interested in football broadly. But I think this gives us a massive opportunity to really reach out to people from Southwark and Lambeth and say to them, look, we're your local team, and if you don't want to go travel all the way up north or out to Plymouth or something to watch Millwall or Charlton or someone, then we're right on your doorstep, and we'd love to have you as a fan. Ideally at the end of it, not only will it have been a great day where everyone will be entertained and we'll have raised some money for charity, but from a very selfish Wanderers perspective, it would be that we'll have some people who follow us on Facebook and are interested in seeing us play and have a real sort of emotional connection with us, I think.
And final question, just give us what we can expect from the Wanderers, the style of football that the Wanderers play.
Well, without doing too much of a history lesson, back in the day, Wanderers were very much give the guy a ball, let him dribble, whereas the Engineers were the ones who were the pass and the kind of Barcelona style, you might call it nowadays. I think that's where we are. We're very much put the ball on the ground. We find people for foul throws and for getting the kit, but also overly elaborate showboating. You get a fine for that. So I don't think it's about anyone trying to show off on the big side. It's trying to be just a nice organised unit where we build from the back and we just try and do things easily and sensibly. And that's all I can really hope for is that, after 90 minutes, the guys that are playing come off feeling like they've put everything they can into the game. No one's made a fool of themselves. Everybody can say, yep, I played well and I didn't make too many mistakes, and I'm pretty happy with my own performance. And then we'll see what the scoreline is, and that's kind of for us a bit secondary.
Terrific. Good luck.
Thanks very much.